It's the final showdown everyone's been waiting for. But for Elena Rybakina, it might come at a painful price. As she prepares to face Aryna Sabalenka in the WTA Finals championship match, the 2022 Wimbledon champion has issued a worrying injury update that could change everything. Welcome back to Net Rush Report, your home for the latest tennis news, drama, and behind-the-scenes moments from the ATP and WTA tours. Now, let's dive straight into what's really happening with Rybakina, and why her latest comments have fans deeply concerned ahead of the most important match of her season. Elena Rybakina's run at the WTA Finals has been nothing short of remarkable, but it's also been marked by visible signs of pain and persistence. Throughout the tournament in Riyadh, the world number 6 has been spotted with her right shoulder tightly strapped, clearly managing an injury that's been bothering her for weeks. During her semi-final clash against Jessica Pegula, cameras captured Rybakina grimacing during serves, stretching out her shoulder, and massaging the area during changeovers. Many assumed it was just fatigue, but her latest revelation confirmed fans' worst fears, that she's been battling through a real injury. Despite the pain and losing the opening set to Pegula, Rybakina refused to quit. In classic fighter fashion, she turned things around with her trademark resilience, pulling off a gutsy 4-6, 6-4, 6-3 victory. That one booked her spot in the WTA Finals title match, her first ever appearance in the season-ending championship. But that triumph came with a cost. After the semifinal, Rybakina was brutally honest in her press conference, confirming that the shoulder issue is definitely causing trouble, and that recovery before the final will be a race against time. Hopefully I can recover for tomorrow. It's been a lot of matches, and I also serve big, so I had to adjust a little bit, Rybakina admitted. For now, I'm pushing myself. It's one last match left, so I'll try to do everything possible with the team to recover. At the same time, we don't want to make it worse before the off-season. We'll see how it goes, but for now, I've been managing, and hopefully it's not going to be worse tomorrow. Those words reveal just how delicate the situation is. The 26-year-old's powerful serve, one of the biggest weapons in her arsenal, depends heavily on shoulder strength and motion. Any lingering pain or stiffness could dramatically reduce her effectiveness against Sabalenka, a player known for attacking second serves and dictating rallies from the very first shot. And for a player like Rybakina, whose entire game revolves around clean, explosive striking, this kind of injury couldn't have come at a worse time. When Rybakina faces Aryna Sabalenka, fans know they're in for a power-packed spectacle. These two players have built one of the fiercest rivalries in recent women's tennis, a clash of two of the heaviest hitters on tour. Their matches are always intense, physical, and emotionally charged. Sabalenka, the world number 1 and defending WTA Finals champion, thrives on high-octane energy. She's known for her explosive forehand, fiery competitiveness, and fearless mentality in big moments. Rybakina, on the other hand, is the calm in the storm, quiet, stoic, and ruthlessly efficient when she's locked in. Her laser-accurate serve and controlled aggression make her one of the few players who can go toe-to-toe with Sabalenka without getting overwhelmed. In their last few encounters, the battles have been razor-tight. Rybakina famously beat Sabalenka in Indian Wells earlier this year, while Sabalenka got her revenge in Stuttgart. Every time they meet, it feels like the balance of power in women's tennis hangs in the air. But now, with Rybakina's shoulder injury casting a shadow over her preparation, the odds may have shifted, and not in her favor. Social media has erupted since Rybakina's comments about her injury surfaced. Many fans are urging her to prioritize her long-term health instead of risking a serious setback in pursuit of the WTA Finals trophy, one fan wrote. She's already proven her toughness. No point in risking an off-season surgery for one match. Another added, "We love you, Elena, but your serve is your weapon. If that shoulder breaks down, you're done for months. Be smart." However, others believe Rybakina has every reason to play through the pain, calling it the ultimate test of her mental and physical resilience. That a supporter tweeted, "Champions push through when it matters most." This could be her defining moment. And that's the dilemma Rybakina faces, balancing the competitive fire that brought her this far with the responsibility of protecting her body for the long haul. Behind the scenes, Rybakina's team is reportedly doing everything possible to ensure she's ready for the final. From physiotherapy sessions and targeted massage therapy to advanced recovery techniques like cryotherapy and kinesiotaping, the focus is entirely on shoulder stability and inflammation control. Sources close to the camp suggest that her preparation will be light but strategic, emphasizing rest, stretching, and serve mechanics adjustments to reduce strain. This meticulous approach reflects Rybakina's professionalism. She's not the type to seek excuses or play the victim. She's built a reputation for quiet grit, often playing through adversity without drawing attention to it. Interestingly, even Aryna Sabalenka, her upcoming opponent, has acknowledged Rybakina's toughness and discipline. When asked about their looming final, Sabalenka didn't underestimate the Kazakh star for a second. Elena's one of the toughest players out there. She doesn't show emotion, but she competes like crazy. Even if she's not 100%, I know she'll give everything on the court, Sabalenka told reporters. That mutual respect has defined their rivalry. Despite being fierce competitors, both players understand the physical and mental demands of the sport. Sabalenka herself battled a shoulder issue earlier in her career, making her sympathetic to what Rybakina is going through. Still, as world number 1 and defending champion, Sabalenka will see this as a prime opportunity to assert her dominance and close out the season with another major title. If Rybakina wants to stand a chance, it won't just come down to physical endurance. It'll be about mental resilience. Facing Sabalenka in a WTA Finals title match requires unwavering focus. Every serve, every return, every long rally will test her limits. Rybakina has shown before that she can dig deep under pressure. Her Wimbledon 2022 victory was built on quiet determination, and she's never been one to back down when her body isn't cooperating. But the key question remains, can her shoulder hold up for one more match at this intensity level? Experts are skeptical. Sports physiologists often warn that shoulder injuries, especially for players with high-velocity serves, can worsen dramatically with overuse. Even a small tear or strain can escalate into a serious rotator cuff or tendon issue if not given time to heal. That's why her words, "We don't want to make it worse before the off-season," carries so much weight. It suggests she's fully aware of the risk, but her competitive instinct refuses to back down. Winning the WTA Finals would be a monumental achievement for Rybakina. It would cap off a season filled with highs and lows, from early frustrations over scheduling and illness to stunning victories over top players. That a win over Sabalenka would not only bring her the biggest paycheck of her career, but also solidify her place among the sport's elite. It would be a defining moment that proves she can overcome not just opponents, but her own physical limitations. But there's also a danger that this could become a case of pushing too far, one match too many for an already fragile shoulder. For Sabalenka, meanwhile, this final represents a chance to reinforce her dominance and finish the season as the undisputed world number 1. After a year filled with scrutiny, emotional moments, and rivalry-fueled headlines, she'll be determined to silence any doubt with another commanding performance. Regardless of the final's outcome, Rybakina's focus will quickly shift to recovery. The off-season will be critical for assessing the full extent of the injury and ensuring she enters 2026 healthy and ready to compete. Sources indicate that her team plans to consult specialists and potentially modify her training approach to prevent future flare-ups. Expect adjustments to her serving motion, load management, and possibly a shorter schedule early next season. Her fans, however, know one thing for sure. She won't make excuses. Rybakina's career has been defined by perseverance, and her willingness to fight through adversity is what makes her one of the most respected players on the WTA Tour. The stage is set for the WTA Finals Showdown in Riyadh. The narrative writes itself. One player at the peak of her power, another battling pain but refusing to surrender. Elena Rybakina's story this week is more than just about tennis. It's about resilience, determination, and the courage to fight when your body says no. Whether she lifts the trophy or not, her journey to this point has already proven that champions aren't defined by perfect conditions. They're defined by their response to imperfection. Aryna Sabalenka may be the favorite on paper, but in the heart of every tennis fan, there's respect for the woman across the net, the one who shows up hurt, determined, and unbreakable. And that's the latest from Riyadh as Elena Rybakina prepares for her WTA Finals clash with Aryna Sabalenka. a match that could either crown her season or test her limits. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more in-depth tennis coverage, from player updates to tour controversies, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned right here on Net Rush Report, where every rally tells a story. Until next time, keep your eyes on the court